Y'all see him in the streets struggling, young, dumb, and thuggin', give a fuck about nothing. Stuck at rock bottom, trying to come up on something. Pumping from sundown to sun.
What's up, guys? You're Just here. Welcome back to my channel. We're back for the reaction to Better Call Saul. This is the final season, the mid-season finale, season 6, episode 7, Plan and Execution. And this is it, guys. D-Day is finally here. I still don't know what exactly the plan entails in regards to screwing over Howard, but yeah, I'm definitely excited to see how it all plays out, because we did see last episode with some pictures involving the actor playing the judge, making an exchange with Saul in regards to some sort of money or something, because earlier in the episode, Howard's PI actually caught Saul withdrawing some money from the bank. I think it was like 5 stacks. And yeah, clearly that was for the pictures that later on they knew were going to be taken. So I think it was all in regards to a ploy from Saul, which is super crazy, because that's like 10 steps ahead in regards to this chess match that is currently being played between Howard and Saul, all in regards to screwing over Saul. And we did see at the end of the episode also, Saul actually ran into the judge, who now has a broken arm, and we saw the fake judge, the actor in the pictures, not have a broken arm. So yeah, clearly that's gonna mess things up. But Pim said at the end of the episode to go through with it anyway. Like, D-Day is happening today, we go through with it anyway, which kind of caught me by surprise, because that's not like him. Like, that's what's exactly what is going to be what screws them over. I can tell you guys right now, because it was also shown like Kim actually came across the card of the vacuum cleaner. So I feel like that was a little bit of a foreshadow for Kim, but it might have also been a red herring to make us think that yes, she will get away perfectly free and not get any trouble, or if she does get any trouble, she will get away with the vacuum cleaner. But I feel like with this plan, something's gonna go horribly wrong, and that's not even gonna be the case. She's not even gonna have a chance to get to the vacuum cleaner. But yeah, I feel like I put this off long enough. I'm ready to just jump right in and check it out. If you guys are looking for my full reactions to the show, the link to my Patreon is down in the description below. If you're already subscribed to the channel, now's a very good time to click that button down below. Smash the like button while you're there. With that said, let's jump right in. Let's check it out. Let's go. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Lalo? Did he find a sewer from Germany to Albuquerque? Show, man. They love just making us guess what exactly we're seeing, what exactly is going down. Okay, he's got his kitchen timer. You guys ever get that? Like, you just wake up right before your timer goes off, right before work, you're like, all right, another day of hell, let's do this. He's back to find Shredder. For anybody else watching, please tell me I'm not the only one that has no idea what he's doing right now. The show makes me feel dumb sometimes. Oh! Okay, I think I'm starting to piece things together a little bit. You got Werner's man to talk. Pennywise. They all float down here, Georgie. Interesting. And this is the actor.
I'm not afraid of death. Listen to me. I'm a philosopher.
Listen to me. I'm a philosopher.
Listen to me. I'm a philosopher.
These pretzels are making me thirsty. No, see, that's no good. See, you don't know how to act.
Get in! We need to reshoot.
Here he comes.
Okay, these are depth of field charts. Study them. Don't get lost in the circle of confusion.
Okay, we're gonna shoot over here. Trees in the background, throw it out of focus. That work?
I'll make it work.
How's my boy looking?
What is she wearing?
I like it. Looks good.
Hey, hold on.
Why is she an elf?
Don't wander too far from the Shire.
We're in rehearsals. It's a live-action musical tribute to the Dark Crystal.
Okay.
Here, the Gelfling.
Was just wondering.
Here, give me the bag. You get back in the car, bust the speed limit, and you'll still make that lunch.
Hey, this is where I need to be.
Hello, Lenny. Can I have your
Left
arm?
Of course, what?
Your character has a broken arm now.
Here.
Plot thickens. This changes everything. I must have a new
Can you
backstory.
just hold your arm still, though?
I don't see him. Check
You
this out.
fell in the
A
shower.
broken arm is symbolic.
I see symbolic.
You kidding me? Dude, come on. It's $36 cloth camera tape from Rafik. Phyllis.
Okay, that looks like a cast.
Go! Action! No, guys, we can't see it. You have to
What is she? What is she?
This is not going well.
Camera reload.
Lenny, just. Okay, Lenny, why don't
Kid
you
with the
try
booty.
walking behind the bench and Jimmy pass it back to him?
Got it. Go. Shoes in the shot.
I feel like someone else is watching.
Okay. Okay. Action again!
Money shot. They are ready for D-Day.
Howard.
What's that?
Don't worry about it. You need to know on this one.
It's like a time limit in the mission.
Go! Go!
Oh! Howard's PI. He was all a part of it. Yo. Howard is screwed. He has no chance. He has no idea what he's up against. Howard. Jeez.
Mr. Hamlin, I was told I should restock the fridge before the meeting.
No worries.
Those are gonna spray all over the place.
You're Gary?
Carrie Anderson.
You're fired, Carrie.
Of course. Let me show you a little trick.
Tap the bottom.
Something about the centrifugal force. Pulls the bubbles from the inside of the can, stops it from exploding.
What?
That works.
Now I'm gonna feel even worse when his life is ruined.
You know who taught me that trick?
He just taught me a life hack.
I asked him about it once. Just his way of being prepared for anything. Accidental or otherwise. Greatest legal mind I ever knew.
I hope someone says that about me someday.
Maybe there are more important things.
It's PI. How did Saul get to him?
Fresh out of the bath. Took those about 7 this morning.
Residue?
On the bench in
With him touching the
You
photos?
see there? Passed by and collected a package from Miguel. Tucked it in his sling.
Oh my God. Same envelope. What can you do to find this man?
I know he drives a silver Miata and I got a partial plate.
Hmm.
It'll take some extra man hours and I might have to grease some wheels over at MVD.
Do it.
Do it.
Whatever needs to be done.
Howard is so screwed. He has no idea. Oh, this is hard to watch now.
How are you, my dear?
There it is.
I'm very good, Mr. Hamlin.
Now, you know to call me Howard. Been to meet Mr. Schweikert and his associates, who represent Sandpiper's interests. And to make sure it stays polite and professional, an independent mediator is going to keep things that way.
All the parties are here, and Aaron has the out-of-state reps dialed in on the Polycom.
Fantastic. And Judge Casimiro?
In the waiting area, ready to come in once we're all assembled.
No, it's happening. The stuff from the vet. Yo, I feel like I'm gonna have a panic attack just watching him. What's about to happen to him here? This is giving me anxiety.
And it looks like our mediator has arrived. So
There he is.
Thank you. I am a pencil and notepad person. All I need. And why do I say that? Because the best solutions mean compromise. It's compromise from both sides. That's my goal.
Wow.
Thinks he was paid off by Jimmy. Saul.
I'm sorry. I don't think we can proceed with these negotiations today.
Why not?
Well,
he's gonna call him out.
Our mediator here keeps using the word compromise when he, in fact, is compromised.
I beg your pardon?
I think you heard me. Howard.
I'm surprised they don't have popcorn.
You drive a silver Miata, correct? And this morning around
Oh,
7 a.m.
this is killing me. This is hard to watch.
Across Trumbull Park in town.
Howard.
So you weren't in town to visit our mutual acquaintance, James Morgan McGill. Or maybe you know him as Saul Goodman.
I don't know anyone by either of those names.
Okay. You want to go that way?
Show the pictures.
Julie, go to my desk, please. There's an envelope with photos. Bring it to me quickly.
These are photos of me?
They show exactly what I'm describing.
You were following me?
This isn't good.
I had a private investigator following Jimmy McGill. You were photographed receiving what I estimate to be a $20,000 payoff this morning in the park. Take a look.
What the fuck? He's been bamboozled.
Julie, you got the wrong envelope.
Oh,
Look again. These are not the pictures I saw.
Mr. Hamlin,
I hate this.
are you all right? Your eyes.
I am fine.
I think a recess is in order.
His eyes.
Nobody move.
Is this how these usually go?
No irony.
What are you doing? You are blowing this. You need to take a long, deep breath and apologize to everyone for what you
Of course.
just did.
I'll call my PI. Okay. This isn't...
Good.
Some way that son of a bitch gave me something that dilated my pupils. I don't know what, but it's wearing off already. Look.
You say that Jimmy McGill drugged you. How is that possible?
The photos.
The vet.
They were wet with something.
The missing photos. It doesn't matter. Rich went back to the previous offer. I'm going to recommend to the class that we take it.
No. No way.
It's over, Howard.
I
And
believe
leave them a
her.
choice.
And I won't sanction that decision.
Then I'm obligated to go to the partners and explain everything I've seen. All of it. You think you're going to be able to convince them it was all Jimmy McGill?
Chessmate. Cliff's just a good guy. But I think he deep down, he does believe him. Wow. On speaker. Well, we know what gets Kim off. You got Lalo vlogging over here.
Eso, ahí está. El secreto de Frink.
Así que hoy en la noche voy a entrar ahí. Voy a matar a todos sus guardias.
Kill all the guards and show you the proof.
Adiós.
Now smash that like button.
You know, we don't have to get it.
Lalo, here we go. My heart's beating.
Can I come in?
Howard.
Kim?
Howard, you doing okay?
Sorry to interrupt this, but I brought you a gift. This is for you. You earned it. You won.
Won? It's late, Howard. Do you want to tell us what this is about?
I was wondering that too. What it's all about. What justification?
Just make himself at home.
Howard's such an asshole, he deserves it. Howard's daddy helped him get to the top, but you both had to struggle. Howie has so much.
He's calling them out right here.
Let's take him down a peg or two. This goes beyond throwing bowling balls on my car. This took planning.
It's a smear campaign.
Coordination. I mean, how many weeks? Or was it months?
Howard, come on. You'll be fine. You always land on your feet.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Is he pulling a Chuck right now?
Myself.
Recording?
And my clients and peers will whisper that Howard Hamlin's a drug addict. You're right. I've worked my way through worse. Debt. Depression. My marriage falling apart. Been sleeping in the guest house for the better part of a year.
His life was already ruined.
One thing good old Howard has to work through.
Just kicked him while he was down.
But yes, I will land on my feet. I will be okay. But you? Far from it. You two are soulless. Jimmy, you can't help yourself. Chuck knew it. You were born that way. But you, one of the smartest and most promising human beings I've ever known. And this is the life you choose. Believe it. You can't hide who you really are forever.
Lalo?
Howard, you need to leave.
Who are you?
This is what I predicted.
Nobody. I just need to talk to my lawyers.
You cross paths with them.
Want some advice? Find better lawyers.
Howard, please turn around.
No. Take your time.
Please.
This is nuts.
I think I'm in the middle of something. There's really no need to...
Oh! Howard! No! Did that just happen?
Okay. Let's talk.
That might have been more shocking than nachos. I need a second here. Yo, I'm pretty sure I just screamed. Pretty sure I'm gonna get a complaint by that from my neighbors, but Howard. Oh my God. Fuck. He didn't. He did not deserve that, man. I'm at a loss for words right now. Twice this season. Death comes in threes. Kim? Man, I'm like shaking. Like, there was 2 blows of the flame in that scene there. I don't know if that means like there's 2 strokes of death left. I can't believe I just witnessed that. That is the mid-season. Well, I might as well just get right into it. Alright guys, that was the mid-season finale of Better Call Saul, Season 6, Episode 7, Plan and Execution. We saw the execution. We saw the plan play out earlier. Oh my god. I'm breathing heavy. My heart is pounding. That caught me off guard 100%. Honestly, I thought once Howard really realized what the fuck was going down in that scene, he was going to get the hell out of there. Lalo was just going to be like, alright, deuces. Why did he kill him? He did not deserve that. Why is he there? How is Kim going to make it out of that? Because I don't freaking know at this point. Obviously, this is a prequel. We know that Saul makes his way to Breaking Bad just fine. Kim is not in Breaking Bad. You guys know that. I know that. I can't emphasize that enough, though. After seeing what we just witnessed, after witnessing what we just seen, how is she going to make it out of this? I don't know how she's going to make it out of the next episode. Never mind out of this series now. Like I was saying in the very beginning, oh my god, Howard. I need sympathy. That was freaking ridiculous. Oh, he did not deserve that. His marriage, his reputation, his pupils, everything gone down the drain. They literally ruined his life. They took his life. I don't know how they can live with themselves after that. What we just witnessed. Oh my god. I don't even know how I'm speaking right now doing this recap because that was freaking insane. Earlier this season, we all knew Nacho was going to die. I feel like everybody was pretty sure of it, that Nacho was not going to make it out of the show. As much as I was rooting for Nacho for some miracle to happen, I knew as well he was not going to make it out of this series. I did not expect him to die when he did so early in this final season. That was a shocking moment for me, especially the way that he went. Even though myself and all you guys, we all knew he was not going to make it out of this series. Him going the way that he went, that was shocking. This episode, Howard's fate, we all knew, or he's not a part of Breaking Bad. We all know that, just like him. I didn't know. Some people were saying he's just not an important character. Like, that's the reason why we don't see him in Breaking Bad. He's just a minor character. I've been over here saying, no, he's playing a bigger role this season for a reason. They're not just going to write him off, just walks off or rides off into the sunset. No, they wouldn't be doing this. They wouldn't have spent so much time with Howard this season and last, and even the setup for last season with the discussion between Kim and Saul moving forward going into this season that they're planning to screw over Howard. That's what they're basically both on board for. They came up with that scheme even though we didn't know exactly what it was. They both decided to go through with it at the end of last season. All this has been there for a reason. It wasn't just for Howard to have a couple scenes and then, like I said, just ride off into the sunset. No. Did I expect this though? No, not one bit. Not at all. That is freaking crazy. I can't believe Lalo actually did that. Howard did not deserve that. I feel like that was just wrong place, wrong time. What was Howard actually thinking going there though? Was he just truly drunk? Because I was thinking that he was pulling a Chuck. That after talking about and mentioning Chuck so many times, and really, I guess, looking back at what Chuck used to say about Jimmy, about Saul, how this is who he is, he's who he's always going to be, he can't help himself, because Howard was saying the exact same thing. So I was thinking, did he pull a Chuck as well with the recorder, going there, confronting them, getting them to say something, and then even Saul started saying something at one point, and Kim gave him a look like, hey, be careful, we can't reveal anything here. I don't know if I don't think that was his plan at all. Unless it was, and he still has a recorder recording in his pocket or something. What are they going to do with his body? Like, there's evidence all over their place now. All over Saul's place, Saul and Kimmy's place, Saul and Kim's. I don't know why I'm calling her Kimmy, because she's flipping Kimmy now. That's probably why, but there's not just a dead body. Howard Hamlin's dead body is laying there in the living room of Saul and Kim's place right now as we speak. D-Day. Howard Day. Howard's Death Day. That's what the D really stands for, because oh my god, I can't believe that actually went down. I'm looking at, I always look up before I jump into an episode. I type in the episode like what I just did for this one. Better Call Saul, Season 6, Episode 7, just so I know what the actual episode title is. There is a picture, I just see a picture of Irene, so I just see her just sitting there, sweet, innocent Irene, just sitting there in front of me, just staring at me from my computer screen. And she was the only sweet, innocent one of this entire episode. I guess Cliff as well, he's just a good guy. Thank God nothing happened to him, but my God, they killed off Howard that way. Like, I was going back to the nacho thing. That was shocking. This was the most shocking moment. I'll just say it. A hot take or not, I don't really care. This was the most shocking moment. Better Call Saul or Breaking Bad. Both series combined. Hell, throw in El Camino while you're at it, because that caught me off guard. Yes, much like Nacho, we know he's not in Breaking Bad. Much like him, we know he's not in Breaking Bad. Did anybody actually expect that? I mean, I guess I kind of did. It was a theory that, yes, even some of you commenters did say also on my page. So I guess some of us kind of expected it. But did we expect it this episode? I sure as hell did not. By Lalo executing Howard Hamlin. Oh my God. I think I was actually bringing it up at the start of this episode too. I was like, somehow, some way, I was just throwing shit at the wall. Like, that's what I do with my predictions and my speculation. Just, I come up with a random theory, whatever pops in my head, I just throw it at the wall and say it, whether I think there's a real possibility of it happening or not. I take that shit, I grab a handful, and I freaking chuck it at the wall. This one, stuck. If I look around my room somewhere, it is still up there. It is still stuck up there. It is not going anywhere, because that one, that piece of shit that I threw at the wall, it freaking stuck. What I was saying in the start with my intro, Lal or Howard somehow getting mixed and involved in the cartel, and Lalo just being in the wrong place, wrong time. Holy shit. I was spot on. So were you guys. For the ones that did predict that. For the ones that said, no, Howard's not an important character. He's not even, nothing bad is going to happen to him. We're just never going to see him again. Come Breaking Bad, they're not even going to mention him. He's just not an important character. You guys were certainly wrong, because I've been Team Howard for a few seasons now. I think, I don't know when the turning point actually was, but ever since Saul started throwing bowling balls through his, or over his fence, over his gate, and onto his car, and being accosted by prostitutes during lunch, like, I've been on Howard's side through all that. Like, it was entertaining to watch, but I was never on board with it at all. This fate here, Howard showing up, like, my God. I feel so bad for Howard. Am I alone in thinking this? Because he got screwed over this entire season, this entire series, basically. He fell into their plan. Every single trap that they set, he fell into every single one of them. I feel so bad. Then when he came to the realization, it was too late. There was nothing more he could do. Even after confronting them, I don't know where he would have gone. He just would have had to rebuild himself. And then Lalo walks in. The way it was shot too, with the candle, the breeze, like, oh man, that was so good. The wind, like, pushing the flame. I freaking loved it. But like I was saying, that happened twice, that scene. I think it was right before Howard walked in, and again, right before Lalo walked in. Did they even close the door? Did he just walk in? He didn't even have to knock, or I guess they didn't lock it. I guess the door was still wide open. No, that whole scene, while Howard was confronting them, because I was so caught up in the moment, I wasn't even thinking about Lalo right there, which is freaking crazy, because earlier in the episode, there was a heavy emphasis on Lalo. It was kind of similar, like the games that were being played between Howard and Saul. We were seeing this exact same thing, or very similar games being played between Gus and Lalo. That was freaking nuts. Oh my god. And then the plan, like I didn't even talk about that at the start of the episode, how they basically had to redo the entire plan. I don't know how they got the pictures out there. The one thing that would have screwed them over is if Howard would have actually held on to the photos that I guess Saul's PI gave him afterwards, right before the meeting, where they actually took the new photos of the fake judge and the broken arm. If he would have held on to those photos, I feel like their whole plan would have fell through, because their plan kind of relied on the PI getting those photos back, and then when Howard needing those photos or wanted those photos to show proof in the actual meeting in front of everyone, they were gone. But if he just would have held on to them and say he brought them into the meeting with them, I feel like everybody would have been on Howard's side, and there would have been some real shit coming their way in regards to Saul and Kim. But they got away with it, but they're not going to get away with where they are now. We saw at the very end, there's Howard Hamlin's body is laying in their living room on their floor right now, shot. His wife is out of town, so she's not even going to report it that he's missing. She's not even going to know, like, she can't even say anything whenever she gets back in town. Like, I came back and he was just gone. They don't know what happened. And now, oh my God. Everyone's going to get away with the scot-free. Lalo's going to get away with that scot-free. Obviously, I don't think he's going to make it the Breaking Bad either, because I think Gus is ready for him, even though Mike and Gus and them, they're kind of falling into Lalo's trap. Man, so many games are being played, so many traps are being set. So intense. I'm super hyped for the second half of the season. But what I was just saying, going back to that, evolving, everybody getting away with it, and I don't even know if they're not even going to know his whereabouts or that anything even happened to Howard, because when his wife gets back, she's going to be out of town. She said that's the whole reason for that scene previously. She's going to be like, yeah, I came back and he was just gone. Completely gone. Like, no nothing. No clothes were packed. Like, all his funds are still going to be in his bank and everything. It's going to look like he's just disappearance, like he was abducted by aliens. Because they're also going to think, when they really start to investigate after some time passes and they realize, like, he's legitimately gone, like missing, they're going to retrace everything. They're going to track back, look what actually happened on this last day where they actually knew his whereabouts, everything that occurred with the meeting, with Cliff. My God, there's going to be like, yeah, he had a nervous breakdown and he just bailed. He knew his life was over at that point, so he just took off. I guess too much stress, he couldn't handle it, so he took off. He's gone now. Oh my God. Because of their plan, actually everything going according to plan, it looks so bad for Howard. I will always remember, he did not deserve this. Everything that they're going to say about Howard afterwards, about being a drug addict, when it's reported to police that he's missing, like he's going to be on milk cartons. Oh my God. Howard does not deserve any of it. I'm going to be here saying, let me know when his funeral, they're going to have to hold a fake funeral at some point. Do they do that after a certain amount of time of a person missing? Because I will gladly show up there and I will speak on his behalf. Let them know you guys have got it all wrong. Poor Howard. Man, getting shot like that out of the blue, I'm pretty sure I screamed. I'm still kind of at a loss for words. Like, I'm just trying to keep the flow going here, because if I stop, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to continue on afterwards. Like, just thinking back to that final scene, that final shot, no pun intended, of the episode. And that's how they ended too. Obviously, this is not the end of a season. It kind of feels like 2 seasons though. It basically feels like the end of a season. Every time there's a mid-season finale, my God, what did I just witness? I can't believe they just did Howard like that. They did Howard dirty. Everybody did. Saul, Jimmy, Kim, Cliff was kind of on his side, even though at the end he's like, it's over, man. Lalo, his wife, writers, Vince Gilligan, Peter Gold, everybody did Howard dirty. I need to pour out some liquor for him. I can't believe that just occurred. I'm at a loss for words. My heart is starting to get back to its regular heart rate right now, because, yeah, it was going crazy at the end there. My God, what an episode. Everything from the scheme playing out at the start or having to be redone with the photos being taken and the actor, the film students. So good. This was such a great episode. I really wish Howard would have had a much happier fate. He deserved the world. He did not deserve to have his life or to be taken from this world. I'll tell you that much. I really enjoyed this episode though. As much as like I'm shocked and harping on the loss of Howard, it was so well done. I can't wait for the next episode. I want the next episode now. When does it freaking air? Let me go to Wikipedia before I continue on. Better Call Saul episodes, Wikipedia, because I need to know when the show actually comes back. My God. That was freaking nuts. Where is Wikipedia? All right, here we go. Gives me a second to catch my breath too. All right, let's see if they actually have the next air date for the next episode. They do. July 11th. So we got to go, well, 1 week left of May and all of June, then about a week in July. So about roughly 6 weeks or so, and then the show comes back. And it looks like the final episode will air August 15th. And I think right around then, maybe a week or two after that, is when House of the Dragon actually airs as well. I think that might be airing on the 27th or around that date. I could be wrong about that. I got to double check. But once this show wraps up, that's when I'll probably leave the space open to jump right into House of the Dragon. But yeah, now that this show is on hiatus, I think I'm going to be starting up Stranger Things Season 4 at the end of this week. My birthday is actually on May 26th, this Thursday, this Game of Thrones Thursday. And then the day after is when Season 4 of Stranger Things actually premieres. So obviously, I'm not going to be able to react to every single episode right off the bat. I'll probably do it still as a weekly thing, even though I'm pretty sure they are releasing the first 7 episodes of that on May 27th. But I'll definitely react to the first one and then try to get that out right away for you guys. But yeah, what else do we got coming up? Tomorrow I got to film a movie reaction, a special movie request for one of my patrons. And then we still got Game of Thrones on Thursday, my birthday. And then Stranger Things on Friday, which I'll be watching, maybe release at some point this weekend. Give me some time to edit. But yeah, this show is actually gone until July 11th. But I will be coming back, obviously, with the second half. So yeah, you guys want to see my reaction to that, don't worry. I will be back when the show does come back also. But yeah, I think that's it for me, guys. I just can't believe what they actually did to my boy Howard. Can I get an RIP in the comments down below for my boy? Because he did not deserve that. And yeah, truly, I hope he rests in peace. It's over now. He doesn't have to worry no more after everything he's been through. That final year of his life has been freaking hell. All of it for nothing. And not a single mention of Howard by Saul in Breaking Bad. Oh my God. How does he live with himself? I don't know if Kim will be able to live with herself. Can you imagine if she actually does something to herself after that? But I feel like, I don't even know, man. I feel like Lalo, if he doesn't freaking kill her on the spot, he's taking her with him as like collateral, I guess. Some type of hostage situation. I don't know what his plan entirely is, but I feel like after what they just did to Howard, I'll tell you, prediction, speculation, whatever you want to call it, hot take, Kim, now more on the side that Kim is being killed off. I don't think she's going to make it to the cleaners. I'll tell you that much, because her finding that cleaners card, I think that was just a red herring, not foreshadowing now after what we just saw. I think I would have questioned them actually having the balls to do something like this, to kill her off, but after what they just did, I will never question the size of their balls ever again. After what they did to Nacho, that was one thing. We all knew it was coming. For him to actually do it himself, that caught me off guard. But for him, for them to do Howard Hamlin like this, Peter Gold, Vince Gilligan, you sick freaking bastards with gigantic elephant-sized balls, like, you guys are sick. We need to lock these guys up. How do they come up with this? How do they sleep at night knowing what they wrote for my boy Howard? My God. But yeah, like I was saying, all jokes aside, now that they actually did have the balls to go through with killing Howard Hamlin like that, I don't have high hopes for Kim making it out of the show in a good way, in any way. I don't even know if she's going to make it out of the next episode. Because I feel like at some point they're going to do a time jump and let us know the black and white is going to become the color, become the present, and let us know what happens with him. Unless there's going to be plans for another film or something, kind of a la El Camino, which I don't think anything has been announced. I think as of right now, the final episode on August 15th, when it airs, is the final bit of story that we're going to see in regards to the character of Saul Goodman, Jimmy McGill, whatever you want to call him. So yeah, that's it for me, guys. I'm still in shock here. I need some time to recover. I need to go to Howard's therapist, find out who he was, because I need to speak to somebody after this episode. I need to speak to you guys, so definitely let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. If you guys can like and subscribe, it really helps my channel grow. Till next time, I am out. Enjoy your day. Peace.
Well, I didn't smoke enough for you, didn't drink enough for you, wasn't full enough for you, wasn't good enough for you, damn. You play me like a yo-yo and shit. Well, I'm not the one to be yo-yo, and when you put that shit on me, then I watch you leave, let you back in, you came back in and shit on me, drag me along for a week.